I'm pretty sure nobody is going to show up because I never said that I was going live, but yet somehow I am live. Ah, man. Pretty sure nobody is going to show up because I never said that I was. But I'm gonna do this like from scratch because I tried to make this video. I try to, I don't feel like editing, so I'm gonna do it live. I just wish somebody would come join me. And I picked the worst time because Hypnotic is live, but I'm gonna do this real quick. This is gonna be fast, so I'm just gonna record this live and see if anybody else comes through. What's up, y'all? What is up? So you saw the title. Yes, I am on that avatar tip right now because I didn't plan on doing this. I don't have anything together. My microphone, I need to get a new mic, whatever. I'm doing a bunch of explaining. Let's just go ahead and get into this disaster of a live that DeSantis just gave us. He's being dragged through the internet, through a, what is the thing called? Twitter. Okay. It's kind of weird doing lives with this thing on, but I'm not going to stay on long. This is literally just me making the video but live and saying how I feel about it once and for all. So DeSantis, let's see. Let me see. Let me go to his page because I want to see his little video he made for it. His presidential bid. Oh, here we go. So let's share that, and people will come back and watch this after the fact. But I usually like announce my lives, but I didn't announce this one because this just happened. All right, our backup, right? I guess I don't know. Like maybe was this the backup for the potential disaster? I don't know, but let's check it out and critique it.
Border is a disaster. Crime infests our cities. The federal government makes it harder for families to make ends meet, and the president flounders. But decline is a choice. Success is attainable, and freedom is worth fighting for. Righting the ship requires restoring sanity to our society.
I can't stand the walk. Bear with me all because y'all have to understand I am not gonna lie about my biases. I can't lie about it. Like I can't hide it. I'm not thrilled about a DeSantis presidential run. I'm not. Fast forward, if somehow he wins in the primary, I'm forced to vote for him, but it is through gritting of my teeth. Like just not with any kind of enthusiasm, but he can't be worse than a Democrat. DeSantis is great in Florida, but it's different to run a country. Anyway, so he's talking about success is attainable. Let's see what else.
Normalcy to our communities and integrity to our institutions.
And so the words are very broad. I was listening to a certain Nick talk about this, and he was saying, and he's right, the words are broad. Let's bring normalcy to our communities. Like, we have to find different ways to say things like normalcy. Like, I get what we think is normal, where two genders used to be just normal, right? But now they're telling you 17 is normal. We have to, I don't know, we do have to, the message has to be, not just bring normalcy to our community. Let's bring unity, not even unity. You can say like, let's bring America first back to our communities. Let's bring focus back to our communities or something like that.
Truth must be our foundation and common sense.
Bobby Wald says, I like the charge he's taking in Florida. I do. Listen, I do. I cannot come at him for that, Bobby. You're right about that. I'm not coming at DeSantis. This is not Casey coming at DeSantis for just being DeSantis. No, I respect what he's done in Florida, but I'm going to get to why I'm very weary of Ron DeSantis. I am.
Sense can no longer be an uncommon virtue. In Florida, we proved that it can be done. We chose facts over fear, education over indoctrination, law and order over rioting and disorder. We held the line when freedom hung in the balance.
I'm going to give him this much. When they were rioting for George Floyd, that whole dumb situation, right? How people were acting, Ron DeSantis came out and said, Florida's a stand your ground state. If you see anybody, he basically deputized the citizens of Florida and was like, if you see anybody rioting or looting, you have the right to take matters into your own hands. I was like, oh my gosh, that's crazy. That's a lot. But you didn't hear any issues coming out of Florida. I'll give him that. I will.
We showed that we can and must revitalize America. We need the courage to lead and the strength to win. I'm Ron DeSantis, and I'm running for president to lead our great American comeback.
All right, so he has his thing, the Great American Comeback, and people, of course, are making like jokes about it. I've seen jokes on Twitter about it. You know, here's my issue. My issue with Ron DeSantis. For America, talking about like the ESG. So first of all, this launch that he did, he was saying like they were asking him these questions, and a lot of people thought he sounded scripted. And I'm like, I don't think that he was scripted. More that the questions were easy. And why I'm saying they're easy is because, you know, they were asking him about all of that ESG scores and, you know, the indoctrination and LGBT and all that stuff. And yeah, he deals with that every day. He's doing things in Florida with that every day. So I don't think that the answers were scripted. I think he knows how to answer them because he literally deals with this every day. So now it's second nature to him to answer these questions. My problem was that not a single person asked him about the war in Ukraine. And that is a big deal to me. That's a huge deal to me that people didn't ask him, how does he feel about this war that we're in, and we're in a hot war. I need people to talk about this war in reality. I do. I understand that you can't come out and say you want Russia to win. I get it. You know, I get as a president you can't say that. But when they were trying to force Trump to say on CNN, you should say, you don't want to say that. You want Zelensky to win. You don't want to say that. And he was like, I just don't want people to die. I just don't want people to die. And if he had to stick with that, that politically correct yet true to himself answer, I respect that. I respect that, right? I need to hear people talk about this with some sort of as close to reality as what it really is. You have a lot of patriots that says, you know, you have a lot of patriots that say, oh, what did they'll say like, yeah, because, you know, Putin's bad. That's all I ever heard. Putin's bad. He's a murderer. And I'm thinking this guy did some crazy thing. And it's like, well, what kind of murderer? What was he in? He was in an army or something? Well, you know, we don't call our military murderers. I would never, you know, thank you to anybody who served. I would never call them that, right? But if that's what he was doing over there, like, how's he any different than, you know what I mean? Like, how's he any different than like Obama and Dick Cheney and like Bush? Like, tell me how, you know? So I don't know. I just need somebody to talk about the truth. But the thing is, where America stands in a global standpoint, we are flailing. We are flailing. Let me just say that. And what it's going to take to get not just the country great again, but on a global level, we have to undo a lot of what Biden's done. Biden's obsession with Ukraine and putting us in that position has made other countries look at us like we're insane and we're weak and but at bullies at the same time. Like now, you know what we look like? We look like that bully in the schoolyard that everybody was afraid of until the one kid stood up to him. And then now people are like, well, he's not that scary. This is what happened with Russia. When they started sanctioning Russia, we're going to turn the ruble into rubble, you know, because it's morally wrong all of a sudden to buy Russian oil and all of that. And they said they were going to sanction them into oblivion. Well, now today, and Vladimir Putin said when they first sanctioned us, we were scared. We didn't know. We were like, how are we going to come through? A year later, they're coming. Not only have they overcame what happened with the sanctions, they're coming up with new resources, new channels, new ways of trade. They're trading with India. They're trading with China. They're trading with, you know, Saudi Arabia. All of that. BRICS is growing. BRICS is happening, and it's causing our dollar to lose value. And everybody now is looking at America like there's the bully at the schoolyard that this kid beat up. That's not the bully anymore. We don't need to be afraid of you. Matter of fact, we don't even want your money. People are begging to be a part of what's going on over there in the East. They want to be a part of that. They don't want to be a part of the West, and don't, I hear conservatives they'll be like, oh, because, the West is still strong. The West is still strong. Maybe on paper, when you fudge the numbers, it is, but in reality, people are pulling away from America because of color revolutions, because of regime change. This is not what I know. Yeah, I'm about to dip. Don't even worry about it, because I'm about to check everybody's live out traditions, because this is me taping my feelings on what happened tonight. Just live, so I could just put a thumbnail and keep it popping. But that's where we are. Listen, I believe in American hegemony. I do, because you should want your country to be powerful, right? But not in a bullying way. I believe that you should have a strong military, for sure. That if anybody even thinks twice about, running up in your country, that you're ready to deal with them accordingly. We don't even make our own weapons. Yeah, man, I'm right there. We don't even make thank you for seeing that. Sorry. We don't even make our own weapons at home. We don't have weapon manufacturing factories and stuff here in America. We don't have that. Where do we get them from? Do we get them from China? Wait a minute. It better not be from China, but I'm starting to feel like it is. We don't have that here. We don't make tanks here. So, it's like we need to strengthen our military force, where where if we're invaded, we have everything ready. Why do you think that when Russia took Bakhmut, it was the mercenary group with, of course, Russia had started, the army had started in there, but the Wagner group came in and they were able to take a whole territory, a whole area in Ukraine, because they were backed with, Russia has weapons. I don't even think they've used some of the new stuff that they've made already. They're ready with supplies. We need to be ready with supplies, America. I want American hegemony to protect our country and then influence the world, but not with this LGBTQ, XYZ, whatever stuff that's going on out there, doing regime changes, removing presidents from, allegedly, in my opinion, I'm going to say for you too, removing presidents from their rightful spots in other country and placing puppets so that they can do what I want them to do. No, I want to be strong in resources and trade, like how they're doing in the East and like how we were getting ready to do. I remember when Trump said Russia's not our enemy, we should try to work with Russia. And they said that he was colluding with Russia. And they tried to impeach him. Trump is against the globalism, whether he means to be or not. I'm not saying it as if he's some savior, some perfect person. I shouldn't even have to do these disclaimers. He must be against the agenda that they have planned for us, because Nancy Pelosi said in October, whatever, by any necessary means, you know what I mean? Donald Trump will not have a second term. When somebody says something like that, that is a call to action. What that is like, that's a straight attack right there. By any means necessary, Donald Trump will not have a second term. Yeah, she knew she had to say that, because the globalist movement that we are in, the global equity, there are illegal people, illegal immigration is pouring into our country. We don't have a country. If you really think about it, we don't. People are pouring in, millions coming in, getting the free money. Hey, listen, they said the doors is open, getting the free healthcare, and they told us they were going to do this, and people still voted for that man. Free money, free everything. All of that they're getting, right? And then on top of that, we have communists that are making communist legislations. You better love this LGBT stuff, or else I'm going to take away your license. I'm going to take your kids. I'm going to take it. What is this? This is not America. This is not America. So what it's going to take to get us to America great again has to be extreme. It has to be rude. It has to be a little crazy. It has to be. It can't be polished. It can't be like, okay, this one's going to win. It has to be like push, get out of here. I'm here and I'm going to do what I want to do. That's what it has to be. And it has to be crass a little bit. It does, because where we're going to be by the time the elections come, they have more planned for us. They do. And so I'm not really, and DeSantis, like I said, he did that weird thing where he went to Israel signing hate speech laws for Florida and Israel. I'm confused as to why why did you have to take a trip over there to sign that law for your state? America first. I'm America first, straight up. And when they asked DeSantis about immigration, he says, like, yeah, we're going to overturn what Biden did. We're going to do asylum only in Mexico. We're going to build the wall. I'm like, yeah, that's all Trump's things that he was doing. Okay, cool. I get it, right? Because it was working, so you're going to do it too. But then he says, of course, these people want to come seek asylum. They have things going on at home. They need asylum. And I'm like, look, I'm not mad at the people who try to come here, but when I say I'm America first, I'm America first. It's not me saying I don't give a damn what they got going on, but I guess it is a little bit like that, because I can't. Let me say this. I'm not going to say a speech and say, because people, they have problems, they need asylum. You're not going to hear that in America First speech. That's not what you're going to hear in a speech. Let me answer the question. I'm going to say I'm focused on my country first. We're shutting it down. You know what I'm saying? People can apply or whatever, but I'm going to, worse yet, you want to know for real, I'm probably some sort of really extremist, because after 5 million in 2 years, I would shut the whole thing down completely, even legally, for 2 years, just so we can get back to a reset baseline. That would be me. So I might be worse than, some of these people. I don't know. But 5 million in 2 years, I can't take it. I can't take any more people here, even if it is legally. I can't. We have to put a freeze on this for a moment and figure out what happened here. And we're going to keep it real with you. There would be some deportations too. America first is America first. And that doesn't mean that we can be nice about it all the time. But whatever. So we're going to see what goes on. I just needed to just vent that out. I'm already about to go. So this live was literally just me taping this just to get this out and just to put it on the stream. But DeSantis is running for president in the Republican primary, and he made his launch on Twitter, and everybody said it was a snooze fest. But hey, we got a whole year. We'll see what he has. Hopefully the next time I hear him talk, people start asking him the hard questions. That's all I want. Just ask him questions so I can see where he's at. They didn't ask him the questions. So to be fair to him, he didn't get a chance to answer them because nobody asked him those questions. So we'll wait and see. But get ready, y'all. It's starting. So y'all know where to keep it. Keep it locked right here. That girl, Casey. I'm getting ready to go because this was definitely not the plan. I'll see you guys at the next video. Bye.